to say thank you to all of you who are here today with me. First time people, welcome. Those of you who are returning, welcome to you too. And again, a big thank you for taking this time out of your morning to hopefully receive a little bit of inspiration and motivation for anybody who's moving into self-love, discovering self-love, and moving through or finding any kind of help with my 4 foundations, which are personal to me. I am not in counseling. I have no medical background. These are just foundations that I found really helped me move through in my childhood, teen, and even early adult years into discovering self-acceptance as I moved through and found my personal declaration of no more pockets and wanting to share everything and anything I can on this channel to help you realize self-acceptance. It's the 4 foundations rather that I'm talking about that are personal to me, but were very pivotal, and I hope will be the same for you. We're overcoming shame, building self-worth, facing fear, and cultivating really is the word I say for unconditional self-acceptance. I've already touched on my other foundations 3, and today I wanted to touch a little bit on building your self-worth. And I have a lot of people talk about self-esteem and self-worth as if they're one and the same, but what I wanted to share with you today is that actually self-esteem is a smaller component of self-worth. And the reason I talk more about self-worth is because self-worth is more of an internal journey that we go on to find the things within ourselves that cannot be taken away from us. And what I mean by that is when we look at self-esteem, which is still very important, it is often built on external things around us. It is on trophies that maybe we won, awards, accolades, those things that are outside of us that we can look at. Our trophies, our awards, again, those things that I just mentioned, but that if any of those are stripped away or taken away from us, it can still kind of leave us feeling a little bit rocky and shaky because we're attributing so much of who we are to those outside things that might hang on the walls or be on our bookshelves or just anywhere in our environment. Then when we look at them, they make us feel good about ourselves. But building self-worth is an internal journey. It is about setting boundaries. It is about building self-confidence in those things and accomplishments and goals we set for ourselves that cannot be taken away. It is about setting boundaries and being comfortable and confident in who you are and having the intestinal fortitude and the confidence, again, to stick with those boundaries. And in setting goals for yourself and establishing boundaries, yes, we build our self-esteem, but more importantly, we're building intrinsic traits within ourselves that cannot be taken away from us. And it is important to know that once we build these this set of important factors within ourselves that build our self-confidence and again will affect us with our self-esteem, but once we know who we are and what we have accomplished, regardless of what they bring us as far as accolades, awards, and recognition, and that can't be taken away, it changes your whole dynamic and perspective of how you see yourself and how you feel about yourself and how you choose to relate to other people and how you allow them to relate to you. So I talk about this in detail, forgive me here, because I'm going to bring this up again. This is a 18-page workbook and journal that I put together. It is about taking these 4 foundations and giving you a more in-depth perspective on them all. It is available as a free download on my website at nomorepockets.org. And I want to use my videos here on a briefer note to kind of just give you a little bit of explanation and encouragement. But if you really want to dig deep into this, please feel free to go again to my website, and you can subscribe to my website and you will get this as a free download. So I would say one of the most important things for me, they're all equally important, but I still face fears, right? I've overcome the shame of being born different, and understanding on a deeper level how I got to feel shame. A lot of what I've experienced, we've all experienced, right? I don't look at myself as being any different in that respect than anybody else who's been teased and bullied and ridiculed. I've grown up, right? And we often learn about where all those, the fears of others are expressed upon us, and how we're young and we're immature and we take those in. Overcoming fear, I love. I look at fear as my best friend now, and I've shared that in one of my previous videos, that it's that voice that's letting me know how I interpret it, that change and growth are needed. And when you start facing and overcoming those fears often enough, hopefully you get to be that point in your life where you're like, now just bring it. Just bring it. I look at it as it is the universe telling me you're ready for growth. The building self-worth aspect of this is the one that I would say has had a strong influence on keeping me grounded and knowing what I can and cannot do because of what I have accomplished in my past, through setting goals, through being in sports and having achieved goals through sports. It's no coincidence to me either that usually when I'm going through a point of transition or growth and wanting to build my business, I will almost always subconsciously be changing a workout in the gym. It's almost like they go hand in hand. And it was just called to my attention not too long ago. And I think what it is because a lot for me of my building my self-worth has been through athletics, through sports, through coaches pushing me and moving through and accomplishing those goals, and realizing that we all have something. This is what I want to say. I think we all have something, maybe not that you're aware of, but there's something in your life that you have done consistently. And I want you to take the time to look back on that, what that consistency has done and what it has allowed you to achieve, what goals, what self-confidence it has brought to you, how it has allowed you to have some sense of personal empowerment, and to focus more really on the strengths you have and what you have overcome to develop those strengths, and to know that that is the true sense of self-worth. That cannot be taken away from you. If you go onto my playlists here on the channel, I have a section called Personal Empowerment. They're just videos that I wanted to share with people that have really inspired and helped me on my journey through personal growth. And there's one in the playlist under my, let me see, I wrote it down. Oh, it's my Personal Empowerment one. It's by Tom Bilyeu, who I love. He was one of the co-founders of Quest Nutrition and is just a phenomenal. He and his wife Lisa Bilyeu have been just phenomenal in their content and what they share to help others build and grow. And he has one on build your self-worth. So Go there and check it out. It's just, oh, it just gets me so wound up every time I listen to it. And I hope it does the same for you. Check out anything, all of them on the different, I think there's 3 playlists that I've built and that I would continue to build and offer content by others who have inspired me, in hopes that they will do the same for you. And I thank you. I thank you for tuning in today and watching this. If my content moves you in any way, please hit the like, the share, the subscribe, so that you stay current with all the content that I post here. And feel free in any of the comments below, anything you'd like to share with me, any questions you might have. I'm here to help you in any way I can. Don't forget, if you're interested, to go to my website at nomorepockets.org and download my 18-page journal / workbook. I hope it helps you. In the meantime, I encourage you to please find your own personal declaration that sets you free from hiding the truth of who you are, and always, always choose real. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.